Oceana Group is the largest fishing company in South Africa.
In addition to having some businesses or a fleet up in Namibia as well. Remember, these guys manufacture fish products and they put them into cans using brands like Glenrike and so on. They've got both a deep sea fishing business, which is things like hake, as well as the onshore pelagic fish, the smaller ones that go into different foodstuffs like pilchards and so on. They become a major player in this space and recently also announced the acquisition of Food Corp's fishing business.
Market cap here of 12.9 billion rand, PE of 19.12 and a dividend yield of just under 3.5%. Does the story change when we move from one protein source to another protein source? And obviously now we're talking about fish.
Yeah, I think so. They don't got this huge input cost, but the question here is if you've got the rights to actually catch the fish. And that's what they've been doing brilliantly over time. I think they own like 70% of rights to actually catch pilchards on our coast. They do about, I think, 70% of the business. They get here, the others they contracted in from other places, so they buy fish in as well. Their brand is like in 80% of all households, the Lucky Star brand, in 80% in all households in South Africa, which is excellent.
A dominant position.
They dominant position of, I think, more than 70% of that specific market share. Their competitors, Glenrike, which was RCL Foods business, they still hold it because they were not able to sell it with the competition story. That's about 10% of the market share. So these guys are certainly got the market, they're the cheapest, they got the rights, they got the quotas, they certainly know what they're doing in this game. So I think pilchards is like 50% of revenue, then they got or 60% of revenue, but only does about 30 or 40% of profit. So the mackerel and hake business is much more profitable, it's less of revenue, and then they got the lobster and the more refined fish items, which is higher margin but much less revenue on their side, and a bit of storage and logistics, the last 8% of business.
Do you own the stock?
We don't, and it's probably a fairly priced stock. If you look at a 17p, they've been growing headline earnings per share in similar vein, 17% per year, and revenue by 8 or 9% per year. So they've certainly done well in the past. If they can continue that, it would be interesting. But it seems like at the moment, at least, there is some fish in Namibia and some other places where they catch it.
Let's put that share price graph up again there, Paul. And
yeah, remember, we did own this one in the Hot Stocks portfolio. Daniel Isaacs from 361 is long like this one.
We haven't had Daniel on the show for a long time.
Yeah, he says he's too busy. As far as it goes, he's been waiting for that lift off in the last year or so. He keeps emailing me and telling me this is the one to watch. So we didn't really make much money from it, but it would have been nice to be holding it for that move from 80 northwards of 100.
Is it going to go sideways from here? If you
I
look
think
at
it
how
could
it's
still
tracking?
do well. Look, it depends a little bit on, as Gerbrand says, the quality of the hake catch, because that's deep sea and it's tricky to find, and the fish, as you know, are not as many in the ocean as they used to be. So there's just that residual concern about that. But excellent management team under Francois Kittel, strong player. It's got Tiger Brands as an anchor shareholder, so it's a well-positioned company.
Hot
for
or
sure.
not?
Yeah, I'm going to not. I'm just scared of the consolidation in that industry is probably past due, and they've already consolidated most of the players in South Africa. So to continue growing at the rate in the past is probably going to be a bit of trouble.
So in your view, it's
I'm
as
gonna
good
go
as
not
it's going to
hot,
get?
But I'm close to hot on it.
Hot or not?
Now, I'm feeling Lucky Star today, so I'm going to go with hot on this.